We are here now with Luke Smith, aka Late Night Luke, and you have a few different genres that you've dabbled into as far as music goes. So it started with kind of folk and indie, and now we're moving more into like lo-fi hip hop. So tell me about your musical journey.
Yeah, well, mostly what I've done is playing guitar and singing. That's mostly how I've been playing music for the last 10 years or so. Kind of more over 2020, I got more into just making beats at home and producing at home. And yeah, just recently we've been getting out and performing it live, so it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, that is so. I just think it's fascinating that I know I'm somebody that listens to lo-fi, and it's something that is just it's a type of genre of music that really has come up over the last really last decade or so. And so like, can you tell just about like your process of making music?
Yeah. Well, it's pretty stripped back. I did go to school for music, but a lot of the stuff I make is pretty simplistic, and more just focusing on getting a good vibe over everything else.
Yeah, vibe over everything else. I love that.
But minimal equipment, so you just need a laptop and then just a little keyboard, right?
Yeah, exactly. So it's a MIDI keyboard, so I can play MIDI notes on here, and I have access to controlling different clips, and I have different scenes I can set up, and I can map these knobs however I want to. So very commonly I'll be using filters, throwing in some delay here and there. So there's quite a lot you can do with just one piece of equipment nowadays.
How did you get started in this type of thing?
Yeah, well, I made electronic music a lot on the side, and I always was interested in the idea of how to make it a live event. And I wasn't super interested in DJing. I wanted to be able to play what I had written. So that's when I kind of explored options on how to get that in a live setting.
So I guess I kind of have two questions. First of all, where do you get inspiration for your music? And two, like, what is your ideal vibe?
Yeah, I guess inspiration, just a lot of stuff I listen to. Just a lot of lo-fi artists for one, and then just other artists as well. And I guess my main inspiration is just really setting a vibe and setting a scene. And
So what is your favorite vibe?
Yeah, that's a good question. I guess peaceful. I like nostalgic a lot.
Yeah.
Nostalgic and kind of contemplative. A lot of stuff I listen to kind of puts me in a headspace of just self-reflection.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, maybe music you also want to sit and study for finals with. So you have talk about your new album.
Yeah. So it's called Finals Week 2. It's part 2 of a beat tape I put out a couple years ago, and it was all beats and lo-fi I made during college, and now this is me refining them and kind of having them be exactly what I want to be.
Cool.
And now it's all out on a mixtape for everyone to listen to.
All right, and we're gonna get a preview of it. We're gonna get a full song of it.
Yeah, we're gonna do that later on in the show when we got everything ready to go. So thank you so much for being here, and we will listen to your music later on in the show.
Sounds good.
We'll be right back with more for you on K2Living.